name is Rebecca Hannant and I was born and educated in Hull at various underperforming secondary schools and colleges within the city. In 2017 I was the first person in my family to go to university, and I graduated in 2020 with a degree in media studies from the University of Hull. I have since continued my education and I am now participating in a master's degree in English at the same university, having secured the funding for work in various retail jobs throughout my undergraduate degree, including a shoe shop and a supermarket. As I was previously a media student and now an English student, my skills and experience have been quite varied, yet my aspirations have always remained the same: to work within television. My love of television started during secondary school with a short film which I contributed to for a citywide short film competition and festival in 2010 titled Fast Forward. Aged just 13, I contributed to a short film that was premiered at local Odeon cinema. From this point on, I studied media production throughout my education from GCSE to undergraduate degree. Throughout my education, most specifically over the last 3 years of uni, I've created news reports, animation, short films and so on. I've also used my skills at university to write news reports and items for the BBC No Filter team in Hull.
I think there's still this sort of stigma that children from working class or low economic status backgrounds just don't do very well.
For the items, I spoke about the challenges people from disadvantaged communities face when going to university. My research leads me to believe that people from these groups are expected to go, yet some statistics suggest otherwise. Aside from university, my interests are all fairly artistic. I enjoy reading and I am starting to write my own pieces. Although many of them are for university, I'm starting to develop my own voice and write about events and issues that are close to me, including overcoming adversity in a situation where one or more family members is disabled. I'm also a keen artist and I regularly create visual pieces using digital drawing pads and a laptop with drawing software. I sometimes use this software to create 2D animations. My undergraduate studies have also led me to creating 3D animations using software such as Maya. I really enjoy finding new ways to be creative and finding new ways to tell stories. An interesting fact about myself is, well, I perform stand-up.
So I went into a museum and I saw a small toy dinosaur. Thank you. Well, this is a weird gig. I was in this museum, I saw a small toy dinosaur, a soft toy of a squid, and an annual. And I thought, this museum's a bit hands-on. Then I realised I was in a gift shop. But I grew up in one of those societies where it's completely cut off from the rest of the world. We all live in little tiny huts with no internet, no phone access. I live in Hull.
Prior to the lockdown, I regularly performed stand-up in crowds of various sizes. Before this, stand-up came out to be as an accident, but I got great enjoyment out of it. I was constantly writing my own jokes and developing routines. My ideal job within television would be working within the scripted side or within the art department. The show that stands out to me is Des. The show appeals to me because of its scripted elements. As the show was based on true events, it's interesting to see how real-life publicised events can be shown on screen in an interesting and entertaining way. Other fictional crime dramas such as Midsummer Murders also appeals to me. My interest in scripted television also extends to soaps such as Coronation Street and Emmerdale, which are constantly telling up-to-date stories of underrepresented people and issues that are common in everyday life, such as the recent issue in Emmerdale of parents considering their options when they told they may give birth to a disabled child. I could say that I'm a bit of a British comedy enthusiast, and another programme that stands out to me on the ITV is Spitting Image. Although mainly online, I'm also a fan of the original version, and I love the artistic side of it, including the character models. The show also stands out to me because it's reliant on prop making and its comical grasp on current affairs, which are both strong interests of mine. Another role I would like to take on is a researcher for I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Although it isn't a scripted programme, I'm quite fascinated how challenges are thought of, designed and executed live on TV. These shows all appeal to me because of the range of storytelling methods they use, from focusing on real-life events to exploring real-life issues and current affairs. They also explore different ways that a story can be told on screen, like through drama, suspense and comedy, all relating to the fact that I love finding new ways to tell stories.